Welcome to today's broadcast. Kakra begins an insightful message titled Bearing Fruit. Let's join in as he introduces his subject.
John chapter 15 verse 1 is my key scripture today. Jesus said, I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman or the farmer. Verse 2, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. Every branch that beareth fruit, he purges it, that it may bring forth more fruit. Verse 3, he said, you are clean through the word I've spoken to you. Verse 4, abide in me as I abide in you. For the vine cannot bring forth fruit of itself except it abides in me. Which means if you lose your connection to Jesus, you become unfruitful. Verse 5, I am the vine, ye are the branches. Every branch that abideth in me bringeth forth much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. Then Jesus said, to be very fruitful, you must maintain your connection with him. Verse 6, if a man abide not in me, he is cast forth as a vine and is withered, and men gather them and cast them into the fire. Verse 7, if you abide in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. In other words, there's a connection between answered prayer and abiding in him. Today I want to share on a short message titled Bearing Fruits. You know, one thing about Jesus is that he spoke in parables. In fact, if you were alive in Jesus' days and he was the pastor of your church, many of his sermons you will not understand it. Because many of his sermons he preached so that people will not understand. He only explained the sermon after the service when he met 12 disciples, and he will explain the sermon. So if you listen to a sermon you don't understand, maybe God doesn't want you to understand. But I pray that today God will grant us understanding. Now there's something about parables. It's a story with a hidden meaning. So what it means is that everything you read in the parable, it means something. At the beginning, we are told the meaning of two symbols in the parable. Jesus said, I am the true vine. In other words, he talks about a tree called the vine, and he says he's the true one. So what it means is that all other people who came and they said they are people who can save people, Jesus said they are false. That's why he said in John 14:6 says, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man can come to the Father except by me. He said, out of all the vines and people who claim they can save you, he said, I am the true one. So we have identified who the vine is. Then he said, my Father is the husbandman. Husband means a farmer. So in this parable, he says that in this farm, God the Father is the farmer. So two people have been identified. They have been identified as two people found in the Godhead, the Son and the Father. Now, there are also two other people identified in this parable, and these are human beings. So he said in verse 2, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purges it. The word purge means to remove harmful and wasteful substances. Why? That it may bring forth more fruit. Like sometimes, you've eaten and you have constipated. You cannot eat. You have to remove the harmful and wasteful substances so that you can embrace more fruit into your stomach. So he said, until you purge, sometimes you cannot receive new things into your life. That's why we have the word purgative. So in this parable, I believe that the branch that bears fruit and the branch that does not bear fruit is describing humanity.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure not to miss tomorrow's episode for the continuation of this message. Before we go, here's a praise report to boost your faith. My daughter is healed. Dear Kakra, I have a 1.5-year-old daughter who was not able to walk or stand after she was sick for a while. I wrote you to pray for me and you did. To the glory of God, she is healed. Thank you for your prayers. Thanks for your time. You can contact us, seek counseling, ask for prayer, order today's full-length message, or order books through the following means. Call us or message us on WhatsApp to +233 55 700 9010. Send an email to info@kakrabaden.org. You can also make a regular call or send a text to +233 20 7575 215. Our office hours are 10 a.m. to 1600 hours GMT. Finally, write to us, share your testimony and how this broadcast has been a blessing to you. Are you in need of money? Is there something you want to buy or someone you have to pay? Then this revolutionary book, Cryptocurrency by Kakra Baden, is what you are looking for. It will unlock sources of money you have but don't know you possess. You're just a book away from turning your finances around. Order the book Cryptocurrency, How to Profit from Free Labor through the following means. Place your order on Facebook by posting Order Cryptocurrency in the comment section or message window.